today. It's Madden NFL Football.
The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9?
And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
So here are the Giants ready to start their initial drive of the game. And they will be led out by their rookie quarterback.
And he ought to have a lot of pep in his step after last week's performance because he did exactly as you want him to play if you're a coach. 3 touchdown passes, 0 interceptions, which usually means you're making a lot of right decisions out there.
And got him the win. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley.
And he'll get this up just shy of the 30.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 20 carries, 84 yards, and a touchdown.
And he's hoping to have the same type of game, but he's going up against the #1 defense in the league, and they're very good at fitting the run. So now you've got to think offensive strategy, maybe a little more play action, and try and find some people open downfield.
Now the first pass of the afternoon is complete. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Up the middle with Barkley. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll look to throw.
And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. He finds his man, complete. It's Harrison.
And he will have a Giants first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards.
They go back to the ground now with Barkley. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Running again with Barkley on 2nd down.
And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4. And this will be play number 8 of the opening drive. It's 3rd and short.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance.
And he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. And without a doubt, not the way they pictured that opening drive unfolding.
No, they were making progress. They weren't exactly in high gear, but they were making a few yards along the way. And now that they've comped it up, you got to go back to the sidelines and regroup a little bit.
So here are the Browns under head coach Kevin Stefanski.
And leading him out, their veteran quarterback.
And they'll begin by running the option.
And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down.
He'll keep it himself.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders. That
guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. They'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. And the Giants send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Take it at the 37. 8 yards on the return following a punt of 41. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. Second drive coming up here for Cleveland as they return to the field on offense.
Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe. A check on the numbers for Chubb from a week ago. 16 carries, 55 yards, and a touchdown.
Not a horrendous week last week running the ball, but definitely room for improvement for their numbers. No doubt they made some slight adjustments to how they're going to call plays this week in hopes they can kick those numbers up a notch.
And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down on the sack. He'll drop to throw. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted.
And the Giants are going to take possession of the football.
That's now a 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. They'll set up the screen to Barkley.
And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. They're going to look to throw. They'll get this out to Barkley, complete.
And they're going to be set up now with a ball at the 13-yard line.
2nd and 3. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Their mobile, agile quarterback. His 19th touchdown now on the season.
And the Giants use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. The kicking team out there for the Giants as they will send this one away.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Browns drive about to get started.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit different way because after you throw an interception, you want to make sure you keep your quarterback's confidence high. So maybe give him a couple easy throws that he can complete and then get to the running game and try and get things settled down.
Yeah, and still in the first half here, a long way to go.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. He finds his target, Beckham. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Being chased out left. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted.
And the Giants are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line.
Good starting field position for the New York Giants here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. In trouble, and he's taken down. Myles Garrett, he continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Forced out to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll look to throw here.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Browns are going to take possession of the football. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
That throw into the arms of Allen.
And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
6 yards there on the keeper. It's 2nd down. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. They'll set up a throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Only a yard in the completion. It's 2nd and goal. Up the middle, it's Chubb. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
Back to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
And his kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
Well, still some climbing left to do to get back to even, but forcing a turnover and getting the field goal there, that's a small step toward erasing the early deficit.
Absolutely. That interception field goal, that's the beginning of what they hope will be several steps towards erasing that deficit and building a lead of their own by the time this game is over.
Saquon Barkley and the Giants offense set to kick off their next drive. We're in the 2nd quarter. They've got the lead. The lead, though, not so much because of the ground game, because of their air attack, Charles.
So what they're seeing so far is the possibility of things loosening up later in the ground game. Through the air first, maybe they have to start respecting that even more as the game goes on, and then there will be running lanes to find later.
Yeah, try to get him more involved here on this drive, maybe. 2nd and 6. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
The Giants on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 6. He'll look to throw. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down.
They were in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their 3rd one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority, and it's working out.
A nice job getting 3 on the return for 13 yards. And the Browns have a short field in front of them now as they take over 1st and 10. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize, like going to the county fair. You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. They run it again with Chubb. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. The Browns sitting at 5-2 on the year. And they've been playing well, really well, in winners of 5 of their last 7, but losers last time out.
And last week they took one on the chin, but to me, this is a pretty resilient bunch. So I don't think they'll dwell too much on that loss. And they'll be looking to come out in this one and make amends right now.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Buying time to his left. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Steps away to his left. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a hole. 2nd and 5 from the 8. They go up the middle with Chubb. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Browns have moved out in front. Now the try here for the point after. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. A drive that time of 6 plays. And Nick Chubb the one to finish it off as he does so with a touchdown run. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. And New York set to take the field. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here. Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out. They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. Now back to throw. Being chased out left. Man open, it's J.J. Arcega-Whiteside. 2nd and 2. Barkley, inside handoff. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. They keep it with Barkley on 1st down. Up from his linebacker spot, Deion Jones making the play. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They'll set up to throw. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And they stop him up short of the first down as they get him at about the 43. And the Giants send out their punter now as he's on to kick it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. They begin this drive with Chubb. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
2nd and 2. Throws left side, complete to Keenan Allen. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Here's Chubb on the read option. Takes it to about the 37. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mucked that down for a win in the defense's column.
1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. Goodwin able to haul it in. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 41-yard line. Back to throw here. And this one caught by Coates. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That is caught at the 7. And the Browns are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Again, he'll drop to throw. Flush to his right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Looking to throw. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. From 17 yards out. And the Browns will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it ends with a touchdown for Cleveland. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The Giants now going to take over late in this first half. Charles, you're down multiple scores, less than a minute left here, but with that deficit, they've got to try to at least work their way into field goal range to try to muster something out of this drive.
And I'm going to go ahead and date myself one more time because I'm going to quote an old Smokey and the Bandit lyric. They've got a long way to go and a short time to get there, but they still have time to get it done. So I'm looking forward to watching them mount this drive and see if they can get some points out of it.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And that's complete to Adams. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And not much happening there. He's taken down, but a late penalty flag in the backfield. And this looks like a roughing call. They stopped him shy of the marker, thought they were bringing up 4th down, and then that penalty.
Let's face it, they thought they had bent, but could absorb that, right? Instead, they broke as a result of their own penalty.
And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. His throw incomplete. That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way. A dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense, because when he's doing that kind of work, it really hurts you on the back end.
And even though it's an incompletion there, I think they're going back to that well. And this is too far behind his man. He missed him. It's incomplete. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. So the drive will indeed continue. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but the flag comes out for interference.
And now you're set up right on the doorstep of the goal line. 1 yard away changes what your play calls are going to be.
So we have reached halftime. Halftime over, no problem with us. We skip right to the 3rd quarter and continue this midseason contest. The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. The 3rd quarter starts with a run by Chubb. 54 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
But now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Here's the option going right. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd down. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 43. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. Give him 4 yards there on the 1st down keeper.
Typically on the read option play, when we talk about responsibilities, we're talking about what the quarterback has to go through. How about the inside linebacker, though? His job on this play, shadow the quarterback and hold him to a short gain. Did it to perfection.
And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 29-yard line. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Now they return to the ground game. Chubb. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And the Giants are going to get the football back. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And he's going to be taken down here at about the 10. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll go to Barkley again.
And a short pickup here as he'll get across the 10 to the 11-yard line.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. This one goes out wide for Barkley. And he will have a Giants first down. They needed 5 there on third down. He winds up getting 7. Now Gillisley. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. Second and 5. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Harrison. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And Barkley did not get there. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd. And the Giants send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. It's a 39-yard punt, 8 on the return, and out will come the offense as they take over. The Browns drive about to get started. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And it hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37. Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 37. Here's Chubb on the read option.
And he gets it down to the 32.
87 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Brought in by Coates.
And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Following the penalty, Chubb. And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. It's a gain of 3, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on 3rd down. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Goodwin. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants 16. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And he's got it. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll run with Chubb. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. Nick Chubb with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Browns will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now up to 14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. New York set to take the field.
And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
You're exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play, multiple plays, that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
First and hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And this is picked up by the Browns. And it's a big turnover there on the final play of the quarter. So it'll be a change of possession on the turnover when we get back. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Textbook coverage right there. Played the ball, never lost sight of where it was headed, and stayed in perfect position to make a play on it. Able to keep the receiver and the quarterback in his sight lines.
Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
They'll try the draw now with Chubb. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They'll drop to throw. Forced out to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down. The Browns on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd down and 12. And Chubb will try the middle here. And he's going to come up well shy of the 1st here as the tackle's made right around the 12.
So on 4th down, Kevin Stefanski trots out the field goal unit.
This to make it a 3-score game late. And this one is right through. And that will extend their lead even further.
So that almost certainly the final piece to this puzzle, a 3-score lead. I don't think there's any coming back from there.
But, you know, normally I'd get on you for giving up on the game right here, but I do think you're right in this case. This late in the game, 2 scores is tough enough. 3, I'm with you. That seems out of the question.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
And their 4-game win streak very much in jeopardy as they go to work here late with a 1st and 10.
It'll be a gain of just a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. He'll drop to throw.
It's Barkley once again bringing in the catch.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. And for the Browns, a nickel set here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw.
Oh, trying to get that to Adams, but that's intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And the Browns are going to take possession of the football.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Well, that's a pretty good drive starter right there. And I don't know, partner, if you're even thinking about sitting on the ball right now. They may just want to run their regular offense.
In plus territory. And as an offensive coordinator, you don't want your team to go into a shell, do you?
No, you really don't, because as soon as you take your foot off the gas, it's real hard to put it back on and mash it, because once everyone's emotions come down, hard to start them up again. So I think you may want to keep them cranking high right here.
This will be caught just inside the 10. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. 2nd and 4. Dancing to his left. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the 1st here.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. His pass caught at the 4. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. They're going to look to throw. Touchdown, Browns! Nick Chubb from 3 yards out.
And the Browns are closing in on a 6-2 start as they extend this 4th quarter advantage. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover, and you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss.
The call is to go for one and kick the extra point. And the lead is now 24. That time a 6-play drive. And it's capped off by the Browns touchdown. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
And that flag's on Myles Garrett, and we know he's got a nose for getting after the quarterback, but that time, even though he's going to protest it a little bit, he's a step late, and they hit him with the penalty.
Flushed out right. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. 2nd and 3. And his throw is going to be incomplete. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. He'll look to throw. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It'll be a loss of 2 on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Kelvin Joseph. He's at the 30. 10. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown. Well, this one was already ugly, and now it's just kind of becoming a feast on the defensive side of the football.
Yeah, partner, this is a unit that knows they've got this game in the bag with this huge lead, and it's going to drive their coaches crazy because they're telling them play it straight, do all the right things, but these guys are going to be freewheeling now. All of them are going to take chances, and that one pays off with an INT and a return for 6.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The possession switching back to the New York Giants. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Browns are going to take possession of the football. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
Heading out is the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here.
Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the fourth quarter. The defense does have all 3 timeouts, but at this point, doesn't look like it's going to matter much.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line.
Second down, here's Chubb again.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb.
And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but, boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for Cleveland,
they climbed to 6-2 on the year as they close in on the midpoint of this 17-game schedule.
And they will hit the road next week to take on the Kansas City Chiefs. Meanwhile, for the Giants, they'll fall to 5-3 with a loss. And they'll try again next week at home against Philadelphia. So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. It's a win for the Browns, and they're happy in the dog pound as we say so long from Cleveland.